And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside. And
Kevin, thank you very
you're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic's out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol and at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now, here's Kleba. Here's Doncic. And good that time. On the league, Doris, we're seeing plenty of small ball, but some teams are going big. If you were a coach at this point, which way do you think you'd lean?
Well, Kevin, I think the best coaches maximize the talent at their disposal. And sometimes a coach philosophically may believe in, I emphasize the three-point line. I want to eliminate all mid-range shooting. I want to get to the restricted area and the free throw line. I mean, to me, I love playing a high-tempo, wide-open floor game. Let's let the players show off all their skill.
Here's Doncic, following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Here's Caldwell-Pope. The Mavericks pull it in. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Now here's Kleba. After the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful. Well, you think about Marc Gasol. This is a former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game at a very high level.
Here's Doncic. After the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Dallas, no good that time either. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here's James outside. The Lakers rebound, and Kuzma stays with it.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Doncic, and they pick up 2. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
And Doris, with Gasol, it's on the defensive end where his impact is felt the most.
That's exactly right. He still makes life difficult for opposing centers. He's strong. He's smart. He knows all the tricks of the trade. Watching Marc Gasol play is a pleasure.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Philadelphia. 6 to shoot. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Well, free throw shooting. Such an important part of the NBA game. And as the two-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. Josh Richardson, third.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the two-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
You know, that's a very steady bunch at the line, no doubt about that. In any kind of clutch situation, if it's one of those players shooting the big free throw, you can be sure he's going to come through.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Runs in the pass to Powell. Richardson outside. Dallas moving it around. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hardaway with a wide open look. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
James, the pass to Horton Tucker. Knocks it loose to the inside. Here's Harrell. Johnson with the block. Fast break, Dallas. Brunson finds Powell. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the ups of Dwight Powell? He's making these lobs look easy.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Johnson. Hardaway for 3 with the second effort. Tries again. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Morris. Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Hardaway kicks to Powell. Hardaway trying to free himself up. Can't connect from 13 feet out. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. The pass to Harrell. Back to James. Shoots it up. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A good close contest so far. As we and getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Powell. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Hardaway in at the 3. And the dunk by Powell.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
And the dunk by Powell.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's James. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks trailing. Out to Hardaway. To the middle. Knocked loose. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. And there's the lay-in. And the Lakers lead by 3.
When LeBron gets the ball, guys, and there aren't numbers back in transition, it almost always results in an easy hoop.
Now here's Richardson. He's coming off a 13-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Cauley-Stein finds Hardaway. Floats it up for James.
One of the few men in the league who could probably average a triple-double. LeBron just continues to shine.
Now here's Richardson. Defense right on him. It's Richardson on the wing. Powell in the high post. 5 to shoot. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Only one man back on D. Harold dishes to Morris. Kicks it out to James. Over Hardaway. And off the front iron. And in it goes. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to CLA Stein. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Powell, no one around him. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in for CLA Stein. Johnson comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Schroeder. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
We know this. Dennis Schroeder at the point guard position is a thirsty scorer.
Here's Doncic. They trail by 7, and the shot is good.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Caldwell Pope passes to Schroeder. Kuzma outside. Back to Schroeder. Over Hardaway. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Lakers leading by 5. Here's Schroeder. Caldwell Pope finds Schroeder. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They're in good position at the half after... And that's...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. Now Porzingis after the missed 3 from Marc Gasol. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Stolen away. Richardson kicks to Doncic. That one goes. Count it. 8 points for Luka Doncic.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
James outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
I think what amazes me about LeBron James is that he never stops pushing. This guy is pursuing greatness.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Porzingis can't hit. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. picked him clean. Doncic passes to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
James, no good. Mavericks trail by 3. And Porzingis, here we go. Pass to Kleber. On the wing, Doncic. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Schroeder, the putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Porzingis finds Doncic. Back to Porzingis. To the paint. Out to Doncic. Clock at 6. Pass to Porzingis. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough. 1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Count that bucket. Porzingis has got his 2nd basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the pass to LeBron. Schroeder against Doncic. 16 feet away, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Schroeder's got 6.
If you give Dennis Schroeder space, he is going to get into his mid-range game. Knocks down that one.
Doncic, bounce pass. Porzingis is doubled. Back to Doncic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. He's got 12.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Schroeder dishes to LeBron. Back to Schroeder. LeBron passes to Schroeder. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Passes it to Gasol. Porzingis with the steal. And stolen by James. Down low. Here's Schroeder. Kicks it out to James. From the baseline. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Come on, LeBron welcomes contact, so you are really doing him a favor when you send him to the line.
For Los Angeles, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Mavericks making a switch here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Doncic.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Horton Tucker. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And the dunk by Doncic.
Luka Doncic has superstar written all over him. He's cooking.
LA's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Caruso. Brunson covering. Johnson outside. Out to the wing. Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. Johnson outside. Back to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Dallas, you've got Luka Doncic. Dwight Powell is out there with Johnson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. Now Morris after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Back to Harrell. Caruso looking for an opening. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Morris for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Porzingis, he's checked in for foul. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell.
This is why so many teams are high on what Porzingis' ceiling is. His length is a game changer on both ends.
5 on the clock. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Brunson, good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Morris kicks to Caruso. Harrell down low. He's against Porzingis. Horton Tucker, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here, and it's Harrell missing. The Mavericks leading. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber comes in for Johnson. And it's Richardson in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Here's Schroeder, and Harrell slams it in.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Horton Tucker, that's good. Dallas leading by 3. On the wing, Doncic. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Back to Doncic. Out to Hardaway. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic against Schroeder. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Schroeder. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Porzingis. Back to Kleber. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Mavericks making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Porzingis finds Richardson on the wing. Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Porzingis. Dallas again missing. Doncic with the steal to the inside. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. Here's James. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Well, should any of us be surprised? If they need a bucket, LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
Finney Smith kicks to Kleba. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas moving the ball around. Richardson outside. Porzingis trying to get free. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 3. Peter passes to Kuzma. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Porzingis. Count it!
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Inside, Caldwell Pope. It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And in the moment of truth, KCP calling for the ball and delivering a powerful blow.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this win. Such a David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Now, you told us last time you were on 2K TV that you were looking forward the most to playing Ty Debo, and now here you are in the championship round. The whole community is looking forward to it. What does that mean to you personally to play someone that you know and also play?
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown. And
Good evening, Kevin.
what a story. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Batum's out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward spot.
George in there just gliding through and makes a nice move on the drive.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Now, here's Doncic. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Richardson the pass to Doncic. Now Porzingis. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Ibaka. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
Porzingis finds Kleba. Here's Finney Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. It's hauled in by Beverly. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. And it's Leonard missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard. George has got 6.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Now here's George. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Clippers getting the bucket. Basket counts. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
Now here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Doncic with the bucket. He has 6. Doncic with the steal. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
George against Richardson. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. Then for the Mavericks, Johnson, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now Hardaway. Paul George missing from long range. Hardaway against Leonard. Hardaway, no good. Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to Philadelphia.
And the Croatian big man Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Back to Johnson. Leonard against Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And finished off by Leonard.
What a play by Leonard there. Gets up the court so fast, and nothing's going to stop him from finishing strong.
George passes to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Porzingis with the steal. It's off the run.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
Clippers leading by 7. Here's George. And he banks in the layup. George has got 13.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Johnson kicks to Hardaway. Stolen by Zubac. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looked really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. Richardson attacking. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Well, the D can't give Richardson that kind of lane to the basket. He will jump all over any available space.
Outside Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
Now there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Now here's Hardaway. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
Clippers leading by 9. Over in the corner, Williams. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. 6 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Passes it to Cauley Stein. On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Richardson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Richardson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
D's got to pay better attention to Richardson, one of the better shooters on the roster. This time, he gets it done from the mid-range.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Back to Williams. The dish to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. Williams passes to Morris. Launches it. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Now here's Richardson, who's coming off a 13-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. And then for Dallas, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Josh Richardson.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverley is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against.
The Mavericks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derek Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Good on both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Beverley for three. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's Brunson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
The Clippers grab the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Yep, that one goes in there. Brunson's got 6 here in this quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
George against Doncic. Releases. And the shot is long.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clipper. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 13 points and 1 assist. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
Well, we talk about guys who...
Man, that's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Beverley in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. George way outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 5. Kleber kicks to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis to the left side wing. Dallas moving it around. Paul George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Pass to Kleber. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 9-point game. Excellent D there from George. The Clipper shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Here's Dallas. And Doncic. Here we go.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And then for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Powell in for Maxi Kleber. In the corner, it's Morris. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
And it's Doncic missing.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Jackson passes to Williams. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Williams has got his third basket of the night right there. Doncic looking it over. Free throw line jump shot. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers leading by 11. Jackson passes to Morris. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. For Dallas, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Jackson against Doncic. Can't get it to fall.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Back to Morris. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Richardson kicks to Doncic. 1:30 left to play in the third. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots. Williams against Doncic. Kennard. Beautiful dish and the layup goes down.
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
And the rejection by Zubac. Kennard for 3. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 13. To the middle. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Yeah, Cauley-Stein can get up there, and the guards know that, so available for an oop at any time.
Doncic against Williams. And the dunk by Zubac.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Clippers leading by 11. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams passes to Zubats. Back to Kennard. Over Hardaway. Kennard's shot is off.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Here's the three. He can't get that one. 1 second left. No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Right back after this break. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's see what he had to say.
These guys are going to struggle guarding moves.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Johnson, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
Beverly against Brunson. 17-foot shot on the way.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And it's Hardaway atop the key. Here's Finney Smith. Back to Hardaway. Clock at 4. That one, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Ibaka, no luck. Mavericks trail by 9. They push it up 4 on 3. A pass to Porzingis.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Beverly feeling it out a bit to the paint. There's the pass to George. Back to Beverly. Hardaway against George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 19 points.
Yeah, which ways tonight has Paul George not made an impact in this game? A one-man wrecking crew.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside Hardaway. Brunson with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Count it.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Los Angeles leading by 7, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Hardaway. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Feeds it to Ibaka. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Fast break Dallas. Here's Doncic. And Dallas again with the bucket.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
George against Brunson. Down low. Here's Ibaka. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Kleber. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Doncic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. George with no one around. Buries it from three-point range. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
That's a really nice stroke. Paul George set up nicely. Great release. And big-time shot there.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Beverly. And the rejection by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Off target with his 3. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. From deep. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Beverly. Leonard on the wing. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 6. Doncic outside. On the wing. Dallas no good that time either. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
Our next guest is on his way to the championship game in the My Team Unlimited tournament. Ty Debo, welcome to 2K TV once again.
Hey, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
All right, so last year you lost to Jinsanity. You come back with determination. You're a favorite in the
land of the free.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K. DA, it's on.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Trent in at the 2 guard. And then Jones with the jam.
Aggressive pass on the break, straight up the court so he can get all the way to the bucket.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Jones running the floor. All whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. Encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that steal.
Richardson finds Porzingis. Over to the wing. And Doncic, here we go.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Jones. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster, and really the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future, we're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Now the pass to Doncic. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And that one, good.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard, the tray. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Richardson, good.
Making good decisions in screen and roll. I mean, we saw that from Richardson at Tennessee, and he's been showing it ever since he's entered the league.
It's Covington on the wing. Nobody near Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
You think about how many minutes that cost their starters. No question that had an impact on such a close game.
And Jones slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Oh, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Lillard, the pass to Trent. Back to Lillard, 20 feet out. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, it's great watching Lillard go after steal, showing he can take over possessions all by himself.
Doncic looking it over. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. And that one is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lillard against Doncic. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Doncic outside. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. You can't hit that time. Good D by Covington. And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. Lillard misses.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Rodney Hood. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
To the middle. Stein against Kanter. Here's Brunson. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Outside Hardaway. And the shot goes in. Hardaway has got his first basket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the rejection by Stein.
And shooters beware. Stein is very crafty in how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Simons, guarded by Hardaway. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here we go, one-on-one. Lobs it up for Kanter. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And look at Kanter rise up. Good anticipation for the big man to go for the alley-oop.
Outside Hardaway, and stolen by Hood. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Simons, the pass to Kanter. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
A true inside-outside player. We know Kanter can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the paint. Powell, the pass to Stein. Back to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Excellent D there from Anthony. Trailblazers leading by 3. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Melo, a skilled shooter. If he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
I mean, they were their worst own enemy in that game. I mean, they kept on shooting themselves in the foot.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Doncic finds Porzingis. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Doncic.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Simons, the pass to Covington.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic right side. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Pass to Trent. Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. Here's Simons. Porzingis with the rebound. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson, good.
I love the assertiveness. I mean, when Richardson catches and fires like this, you know he's in the zone.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jones, the pass to Trent. Sinks the three-pointer.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
To the right side. Doncic outside. And it's in there.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Trail. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 9 points, 2 assists, and
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Back to Kleber. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Now, don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Inside, stolen by Kansas. And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. And contact on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so he hits both. Mavericks trail by 11. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. In the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Richardson outside. Doncic finds Powell. Clock at 6, and that's going to be a treble. And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. Damian Lillard third.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
Well, it's fun to watch these guys in action. Their creativity, the vision they have. It's point guard play at its best.
And Cantor throws it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
So they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Doncic with it. Jones covering. Hardaway for 3. Here's Porzingis. He kicks it to Powell. Lillard against Hardaway. Back to Powell. A second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Here is Lillard. He's got 14. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Stolen by Cantor. Here's Covington. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And Doncic throws it down.
And great steal and look ahead there. Compared to most guys his age, Doncic sees the game at another level.
Lillard dishes to Hood. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end. I mean, adjusting to every defense they've thrown at him.
A different look now for Portland. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Derek Jones. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break, Dallas. Brunson, the bounce pass. Out to Doncic. Back to Cauley Stein. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. Great open look there. Doncic has got 18 points.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Here's Simons. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hardaway with it. Now Anthony defending. Out to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Down low. The 11-footer. The shot by Cauley Stein. No good. Portland leading by 11. Here's Anthony. The putback. It's good on the putback.
What hustle on display. Encouraging to see Hood working hard to keep plays alive on the glass.
Hood against Hardaway. To the wing on the left. Brunson kicks to Doncic.
Nice contest by Cantor. This is a portion of his game he's improved on. Effort on D.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about physical.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. It's a 13-point game. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Hardaway. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one's on Anthony. Hey, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Mavericks also with a sub. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Here's Simons. Richardson covering. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. That free throw missing. Robert Covington's checked in for Kansas. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. He hits the second from the line.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on this team.
Outside Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Here's Porzingis. Makes it off the glass.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural two with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Passes it to Simons. Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First free throw is good. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true.
And look, he's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Anthony, the pass to Trent. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And the Trailblazers lead by 17. Outside, Porzingis. Richardson up top. Back to Doncic. But he gets it back. Richardson right side. Inside. Out to Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Brunson covering. Feeds to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Here's Brunson on target from 13 feet.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
And Portland with the ball. Burke covering. Dishes it to Cantor. It's stolen by Marjanovic. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the wing right side. Kicks to Hood. Shoots the 3. No good that time. Here's a 1-2. From deep three-point range, off the mark. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have... All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
About as well as I could have.
You talked about this on your YouTube channel, that these games were a lot closer than the final outcome kind of showed. So for you, what do you think your key was to your success in the tournament?
I'm confident always, but I think the experience and then just my consistency on defense.
A look at the Lakers as they got off the team bus after a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And here's Doncic. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. And of the early surprise teams, Doris, some have fallen by the wayside, but some may be for real.
And isn't that one of the most exciting aspects of any season, Kevin? You watch a team perhaps outperform expectations. We see a good team take that next step and become a real threat for a title. Like, there's so many storylines that develop over the course of a long season. I can't wait.
Now Porzingis after the missed 3 from Dennis Schroeder. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
The Lakers off to a slow start. 7-point differential. Right side Gasol. The pass to Schroeder. They need this. And again, no good by the Lakers.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg. But he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth. They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Doncic against Schroeder. Doncic outside. Pass to Kleber. 6 to shoot. That one goes in.
Make no mistake, guys, the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic is special. Even at a young age, this guy can pick apart a defense.
James Johnson's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic left side. Richardson kicks to Doncic. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Outstanding take to the rack by LeBron. Always looking to get to the charity stripe.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. Now, here's Richardson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They trail by 9 points. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and they won that matchup.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Now, here's Richardson. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Richardson to the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's about great concentration. Dwight Powell, under duress of the defense, finishes nonetheless.
Pass to Morris. Takes it from 10. Here's Harrell. In the corner, it's Morris. Here's Caruso. Brunson covering. Just 5 on the clock. James. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
You could see it in LeBron's eyes. He would not be denied on that drive.
Richardson kicks to Johnson. Back to Richardson. Now here's Brunson. D right on him. And no good. Great D that time from Harrell. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Morris. That shot no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good.
Boy, what you appreciate nightly about Montrezl Harrell is he leaves nothing on the floor. This guy plays with ferocity, with energy, and he's turned himself into a legitimate threat.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for James Johnson. And the Lakers also making a switch. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Brunson kicks to Hardaway.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Mavericks lead by 10. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
So for the Lakers right now, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the shooting guard position. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, when Dennis Schroeder is in attack mode, he is skilled enough to get the defense to overcommit.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
If you do not box out Montrezl Harrell, you are opening yourself up to offensive rebounds. This guy is a force there.
Pass to Kleba on the wing, Doncic. Hardaway trying to free himself up. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Another shot. And Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Mavericks leading by 8.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Lakers trail by 5. It's intercepted. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Porzingis. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Porzingis has got 6.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Kuzma passes to Gasol. Back to Kuzma. And the basket is good. Kuzma's got his 2nd basket of the night.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
The pass to Kleba. Back to Doncic. From deep. Rebound by Harrell.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Pass to Schroeder. Right at the free throw line. And that one hits back iron.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Schroeder. Kuzma. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Passes it to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. From downtown. Offensive rebound.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lakers trail by 7. It's stolen. Gasol with the steal. Here's Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. That's now 8 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Well, we know this. Few big men in the history of the game have passed the ball as well as Marc Gasol.
And that one, good. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Back to Schroeder. He feeds it to Harrell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harrell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Now Doncic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Philadelphia.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Kuzma finds Caldwell Pope for 3. No good that time. And so it's Dallas heading to the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 13 points. Now, And that's going to...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Doncic against Schroeder. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Mavs. On the wing, James. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for LeBron.
Well, I'll tell you, if you work as hard as LeBron James, as he did in that instance, he's a physical force inside. That's going to be his shot every time.
Schroeder against Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it to Richardson. Dallas moving it around. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Doncic has got 15.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Here's LeBron, and another basket for the Lakers. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Doncic looking it over. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, you have got to take this shot away from Luka Doncic. He's too good to be given the mid-range look.
Porzingis with the steal. Doncic outside. Teardrop shot. That shot misses. Great D that time from LeBron.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
For 3, Caldwell Pope drains the three-pointer. Now just a 4-point Dallas lead.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis against Gasol. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. James Johnson's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
LeBron James on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. LeBron passes to Horton Tucker. Here's Caruso. Shoots over Brunson. Here's Morris. It's good. Morris has got his first bucket in this one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Richardson outside. Passes to Powell. And here's Brunson. Richardson outside. Johnson outside. And Gasol sends it back.
This guy, the defensive anchor, Marc Gasol, twice on the pipes.
The drive by LeBron. That one drops for him. James has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And you can sense the urgency from them now. They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here in the second and been much more aggressive offensively.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And the Lakers also making a switch. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. The shot by Powell, no good. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. A 2-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Harrell, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Hardaway kicks to Richardson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. James with it. Pass to Morris. Back to LeBron. That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. Harrell is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's LeBron James, and it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard. Here's Caruso, Brunson covering, and it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson's running. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Mavericks lead by 4. The Lakers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. James finds Harrell. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside Hardaway. Brunson scanning the floor. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Horton Tucker, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Dallas shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. The pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Richardson. Horton Tucker with the rebound.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And a wide open look for James. No good on the shot. And it's Dallas the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Richardson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The drive by Doncic.
Listen, this is becoming routine for Luka Doncic. This guy's a big-time scorer who can take over when he's ready.
Lakers trail by 7. Here's Schroeder. Los Angeles with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Kleber. Back to Doncic. Out to Porzingis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Marc Gasol's checked in for Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Schroeder passes to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Well, Marc Gasol has done this a time or two, and that's a big-time delivery.
Doncic outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 21 in the game.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Goes up on the wing. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And now a 9-point Maverick lead. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Richardson outside. Dallas moving the ball around. Kleber, the pass to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Richardson. Rejected by Gasol. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
This guy is unguardable in the open floor. When LeBron gets into space, you might as well turn the lights out.
Doncic against Schroeder. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Some solid defense from Gasol.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. Now, there's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Doncic, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Kuzma finds Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Schroeder. No good from outside. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Burke. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Wandu passes to Marjanovic. To the middle. Cauley-Stein kicks to a Wandu. Missed. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was up for grabs. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
that's a short turnaround. You don't have that much time to play with him. And so I played maybe 2 competitive games with him, and I'm not that comfortable with him. Luka's probably the better player.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the Clippers starting 5. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Batum in at the 4 spot. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. With COVID shortening the season and the schedule, Steve, being tinkered with, do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
Kevin, I don't think so. When everything gets back to normal, I think we'll be at 82 games and start, like we usually do in October, September for games. I just think the NBA has done a fantastic job of being able to adapt to this situation.
Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Richardson kicks to Doncic. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And he recovers it. One-on-one fast break. Good on the bucket.
And the lid comes off the basket. After 4 straight misses, they finally get one.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Richardson against George. To the paint. And Batum kicks to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Richardson.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. George against Richardson, and that one's good. George has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. He dishes it to Doncic. And he makes that one.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
George looking around. And it's George finishing it off.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Leonard with the steal to the inside. That's good for George on the assist by Leonard. George has got 8 points.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. James Johnson's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The Clippers also changing it up. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Jackson in for George. Here's Batum. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And there it is for him.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And here are the Mavericks now, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Here's Richardson, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. 58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Williams looking over the floor. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Jackson against Richardson. Jackson passes to Morris. And taken away by Johnson. In the corner, it's Richardson. Fires for three. Morris with the rebound. And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really the story of the game.
I was surprised they put up so little fight. That was not the team I expected to see that night.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for you.
You know, this game, it's a physical.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Mavericks, Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Brunson in at the point.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverley. That's a terrific pass.
Beverley against Brunson. It's Hardaway with the drive. Cauley-Stein passes to Brunson. Cauley-Stein kicks to Hardaway. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Josh Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for Los Angeles, Baca comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Paul George is subbed in for Jackson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Inside, it's stolen by Morris. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. That's a great dunk.
Freakish,
yes,
athletically.
Unbelievable play.
Wow.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Philadelphia. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. From deep, George kept alive.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Beverly. Hardaway, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Hardaway against Kennard. Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Kennard against Hardaway. And it's good for 2. Hardaway has got the game tied up here for Dallas. The Clippers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. And it's George missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Powell, that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
From deep, George drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 13.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Beverly against Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now, here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 6. And too long on the shot. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
It's deflected.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks ahead, leading by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Just in terms of the second quarter, they were the better team. And that
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
Pass to Ibaka. Outside, George. Good.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that one's good. Doncic.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Doncic with the steal. The finish. And Doncic throws it down.
And great steal and look ahead there. Compared to most guys his age, Doncic sees the game at another level. And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Doncic passes to Kleber. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now here's George, and the shot goes in.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Kleber on the wing. Doncic. Rebound by the Clippers. Beverly's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. George has got 23 points.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Down low, here's Porzingis. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Porzingis. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Here's Williams.
The experience of Williams coming through there. Catches the defender slightly out of position.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Marcus Morris is checked in for Paul George. And Williams drops them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Porzingis kicks to Richardson. Gets a hand on it. Porzingis on the foul. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the wing, Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Brunson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And stolen by Williams. On the wing, Jackson. No good on the 3.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And the rejection by Zubats.
Well, he's put up zeros for an entire quarter. Not the way you try to get back into this ball game.
And finished off by Leonard.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Richardson kicks to Hardaway. And there's the pass to Brunson. Johnson left side. 4 seconds left. A shot off that time.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action after this word. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. James Johnson is out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Richardson in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Count that one.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Mavericks trail by 8. Brunson the pass to Richardson. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Leonard with the steal. To the middle. Bucket is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Brunson, good.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Now, here's George. And George with the stuff.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
To the paint, here's Brunson. Chalk up 2 there.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Williams with the ball. 6 to shoot. Morris outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And stolen by Williams. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's George. That one off the back iron and out. Mavericks trail by 8. Johnson kicks to Hardaway. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now, here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 18 points now here in the second half.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
It's Richardson on the wing, defended by George. Richardson outside. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A shot by Johnson, no good. Clippers leading by 8. Passes it to Williams. Takes a 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Morris. Outside Leonard. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And now a 10-point Clipper lead.
Great job by Kawhi. Strong, physical, plays with an edge.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. Brunson against Williams. Back to Cauley-Stein. Shoots from 12, but he stays with it. On the wing, Hardaway. Johnson outside. Three-pointer. Dallas no good that time either.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paul George.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
And he does get the second one, and that brings them within single digits.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Outside, George from deep. Doesn't go for him. And the Mavericks with possession. He lobs it up, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Los Angeles with another miss. Now the feed to Burke. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's a 1-2. So the Clippers with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
And that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have bucked.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. The city of Dallas, Texas, the location for the Trailblazers. It's NBA basketball on. Here's a look at some of the stats for Luka Doncic.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Enes Kanter, Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at shooting guard. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And at the midway point, what stands out, Chris, to you about this phase of the regular season?
Well, Kevin, it's always that the standings are pretty much solidified, the favorites and the cellar dwellers. And this is where a front office will take a hard look at their roster and maybe look to make some moves as well.
Doncic, no good. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. Count it, good.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Here's Dallas. 4-point game. Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by Trent. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Doncic feeling it out. To the inside. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Just 3 to shoot. And Doncic throws it down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Pass to Trent. Now Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
3 on the clock. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got 7.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
Lillard against Doncic. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Count the basket.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Kicks to Covington. Porzingis against Cantor. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Porzingis. Jones for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
I mean, and there's really no excuse for it. They know they need to play more in control.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Trent, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Richardson outside. There's 1:54 left in the first. Up top, Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. And it's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Doncic. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jones, the pass to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Hood unable to get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lobs it up for Cantor. Back to Hood. The pass to Simons. Hood on the wing. Here's Simons. The three. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The free throw drops for Powell. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Doncic. And he makes both free throws. Trailblazers leading by 5. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Out to Hood. Second shot opportunity. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
A quality role player. Cauley Stein offers energy, length, and a team-first attitude his squad appreciates.
11 seconds left here in the first quarter. Anthony right side. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Mavericks have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And that one falls for Cauley Stein. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we'll be back right after the... Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked to...
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
On the floor for Portland, we've got Hood. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Simons in at the 1. Brunson, good. Brunson's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Mavs.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving as a passer.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Brunson scanning the floor. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. And you look at Brunson, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
And as well as they shoot the three, I don't think it needs to be the backup plan. It could be a plan A.
And a five-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Down low. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Zinkis, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson. And it's Richardson in for Jalen Brunson. And then for the Trailblazers, Trent's checked in, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Pass to Finney-Smith. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Only surprise is that the margin wasn't great. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort.
Covington with the steal. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that stuff.
Doncic, no good. Portland leading by 5. Oh, Covington in position. Richardson outside. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Dallas moving it around. And Doncic, here we go.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Pass to Trent. To the middle. Cantor dishes to Carmelo. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson's running.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Lillard, the pass to Trent. Back to Lillard. Pass to Cantor. Here's Trent. 5 on the clock. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
A little too aggressive. You appreciate the hustle, but you want to be smart about it.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Trent passes to Simons. He drains it from the right block.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
To the inside, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard attacking. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Doncic outside. Out left to the wing. Right side, Porzingis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points, 3 assists, and that should do it with...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small. Look at that.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Porzingis. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Back to Covington. Here's Trent. Guarded by Porzingis. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Goods checked in. It's Covington on the wing. Jones against Hardaway. There's the triple. Jones, no luck. The Mavericks trailing all by himself. And then Hardaway with the dunk. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Josh Richardson, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Cauley-Stein finds Johnson. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
You see the length helping Cauley-Stein right there? I mean, that's what allows him to be a factor on the board.
Simons, the pass to Hood. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Anthony's checked in for Portland. Hardaway passes to Cauley-Stein. It's good. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
A nice shot by Simons.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Mavs.
Brunson kicks to Johnson. There's the pass to Cauley-Stein. Feeds it to Powell. Takes it from 10. Off the left rim and out. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Cantor finds Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. Back to Anthony. Misses the 3. Now the Mavericks with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Trent's checked in. Here's Hardaway. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Trent gets the bucket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And stolen by Hood. Here's Trent, guarded by Doncic. The drive by Anthony. Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Cantor. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
Passes to Doncic, and Cauley Stein has it in the corner. Doncic against Hood, and the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, they matched the slam at one end with an even bigger one at the other.
Ooh, maybe we'll get another one on this trip. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. They get the rebound. Cantor. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Cantor's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. Brunson kicks to Doncic. Fires from the line. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks ahead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. Outside Anthony. Trent. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. He kicks to Doncic. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Trent can't tie it up as that one misses. A pass to Porzingis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Tipped away. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
Adept at using his length on defense. That's Covington. I mean, the moment you're careless around him, he strikes.
Richardson kicks to Doncic, and Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. On defense, Portland. Now, here's Doncic. To the paint. Here's Porzingis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Trailblazers trail by 3. And stolen by Richardson. Doncic outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Covington into the lane. Jones finds Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. To tie it up. But they'll get another chance. Launches a 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The first one falls.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player.
in this league.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Lillard from outside. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Pass to Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Count it.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Here's Lillard, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. He can't get that one to fall.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Guys, they're going to make him earn this one from the line. Obviously, his reputation at the stripe has preceded him.
I mean, the ability of Richardson to instantly elevate your team's play is incredible. He can score, he can facilitate, whatever you need to succeed.
Here's Trent. Off target from 3-point range.
Bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside and get the best shot possible. I mean, that's the way to make the comeback happen.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Oh, Covington in position.
What a calm player. I mean, Covington, even in high-stakes situations, he feels comfortable firing away.
Lillard against Doncic. On the wing, Doncic. 6 on the shot clock, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Mavericks lead by 6. Jones finds Lillard. It's up a 3. That shot, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. We've got 33 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Now we'll go to the line for 2.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Simons, the pass to Cannon. Here's Simons. Offline with his 3. Now here's Hardaway. Guarded closer. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Covington. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And the pass to Simons. Fires the 3. Off target with that shot. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.